test of the internet today. We had some serious stream issues last night. Let's see if the phone stream's up to the task. I think it started. Yeah. What up, Ian? What up, Glenn? Hello. Okay, so far so good. It's at least working. I have no idea what the quality of the stream's going to be like because my internet has been wonk. So just bear that. Why am I grabbing an egg? I'm getting way ahead of myself. Apparently I'm not hungry. Gotta start with the bacon, man. Gotta do the bacon first. What up, Shadow Cloud? Joining in for a bacon morning. Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Oh, it's extra strip of bacon day too, because this is the last part of this pack, which means we're gonna have all four. Slap it on in. Yeah, listen to that meat slap, son. Meat slap. What up, Andrew? What up, Silver Surfer? Yeah. Extra strip of bacon day, bacon day, bacon day. It's gonna go right into my awaiting mouth. What up, Yidget? Yeah, it's breakfast time, and it's pretty early today. I don't normally get up this early, but I woke up super early, and I decided, well, I'm up. Let's get the day going. Hey, what up, McGregor? Thanks for pounding it, bro. Thanks for the super chat, my friend. All right, let's get this off my fingers. All right. So we got the bacon in the pan. We'll get that going. One of the important things to do is remember that the bacon container needs a new pack of bacon to thaw out, because every once in a while I forget to do this, and then the next day it's frozen solid and it's sad times. In an ideal world, there's always a pack of bacon ready to go. You know what I'm saying? What up, Dominic? What up, Crackening? You already ate breakfast. Well, that's good. Because the internet, there's actually, this would be amazing. Imagine a breakfast 3D printer. And it could literally be like, I'm making my breakfast. And it's like, boop, boop, boop. And it sends it out to you guys. It sends it out to you guys through the internet. And you can be like, boop, and it like makes an exact copy of my breakfast. Like the bacon's cooked to the same consistency, everything about it, same flavor profile, the eggs are the same. Hey, crackening for coffee. Hey, thanks, brother. I drink tea, so I'll do tea instead. Earl Grey. Thanks, man. Brandon, isn't it early for me? It is. It is indeed early for me. What's up, Kenny? Dominic, you may as well eat plastic. I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference, right? I mean, harming your reproductive abilities doesn't seem like it's a bad thing. Oh, Carly, you texted me. Okay, guys, what happened this morning is pretty funny, I have to admit. So, Carly forgot her bus pass, right? Like, Carly's got a little part-time job now, which it's perfect, honestly, because her disability makes it harder for her to do stuff, right? But this job is like, it's the kind of job that old ladies do. So it's perfect for her. It's right within her ability level and whatever. Like it's great in that regard. I'm so happy she's found it. It's been really good for her mentally to have it. Like she can go and still do this because her disability really impacted her ability to live a normal life. And this is part of her normal life, having this part-time job. And the most glorious thing happened where basically she forgets her bus pass. So she's downtown now to get, because when she texted me saying like, oh, I forgot my bus pass or whatever. And I'm immediately just start grabbing a huge thing of change. And I pick up the phone and I start to call, like, where are you? I'm coming. You know what I mean? Like, I know you got to be where you're going. So whatever, I'll come running over to where you are. You can't be that far. You just left home. How far can you be? Apparently she managed to get onto the first bus somehow. I don't know, but she's doing like a combination of like panhandling now. Essentially, she's got a panhandle to get the bus fare because the phone app where you can just buy your fare, it's not working right now. So so she can't just pay. She can't just pay for the pass to get where she needs to be, and she has to be there in a certain time frame. So now she's got to be downtown asking for change, right? She's not like really stressed out about it. She's laughing at herself. You know what I mean? She's not. If it was really going to stress her out and cause her like massive problems, I'd be like, I'll take the bus down there. I'll meet you. Like I would literally go and show up with a bunch of change and be like, here you go. Here's enough bus pass to get you there. Here's enough money to get you home. It's all good. It's all good. But it's on that level where Ian, I think that's what actually she did. I think she got onto the first bus. She didn't have the bus fare, couldn't get the app working, and they said, it's okay, you can ride it down to the terminal. So she's down at the terminal, which is why I can't get to her and give her the money. And, and then now she's like, I gotta get this money quick. So she texted me saying, I gotta get 90 cents. And I'm just laughing so hard. She's like, I can't believe I'm down here panhandling downtown. I wish you were still asleep. She gets to blame me for this now because I got up with her at the same time and was talking to her. And she's like, I like it better when you're asleep when I get up. And I can actually understand that. I can be a lot right at the beginning of the morning. I got a lot of energy. I'll just be like, bah, 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 and it's like, can I just wake up, bro? Can I just wake up? Combat, I like your idea. Don't you know who my husband is? He's the magic historian. So yeah, I'm gonna get to bug her about this so much. From now on, when she asks like, yo, can I get another bus pass, right? Because I'm the one who goes and picks those things up. I'll be like, wait, no, get out there. There's a cup. I'm just gonna that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. The next time she's like, can I have a bus pass? And I'll be like, yeah, here you go. Like, what's this? I'm like, this is what you're gonna use to go ask for change downtown so you can take the bus. If you want to take the bus, get that hustle on, girl. Get that hustle on. So yeah, that's hilarious, man. That is hilarious. Some water. I thirst. I shall return unto thee, my people. Oh man, I love situations like this where she's in no danger, there's no harm, and I can just have a laugh, right? What up, Energy Turtle? The world's a wild place. Omni, yeah, breakfast, Chillstream, this strange new world of Magic the Gathering we're living in. Everything's all topsy-turvy. Things are going nuts. Dominaria United is a fine set from a gameplay standard, but from every other standard, it is not. Judge, going out to get some Magic action? Nice, buddy. Go play you some. I played some sick cube action yesterday, and we actually realized that there were some doubles I hadn't caught yet. Apparently I had 2 Mirori's Wakes in there, and 2 of the Righteous Valkyries. These are both strong cards, man. A lot of power in the cube, I love it. Dominic! What? I don't have an American accent, bro. I do not. I have a non-accent. You guys have accents. See, accents means a variation from the normal, but I am the normal. I am the definition. These are satisfyingly loud with the clanking, huh? Clank, 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 clank. Just, I'm gonna make a martial arts character that has 2 of these. The clanker. And he just clanks like this. somebody's getting their sack torn off, and he goes, whoop-a, and he just rips the ball sack skin straight off, and then the dangly balls just fall out. And then he just, bam, and flaps the ball skin right on your face so you can't breathe. So you die choking on your own ball sack skin while your dangle bangles are just flapping in the wind, man. How's that for accents? Clacker man, gonna tear off your sack skin. McGregor sounds like a comic book hero or villain. I believe we've established he's a villain. He's gonna hang out with Dog Welder, that guy who welds dogs to people. He welds dead dogs to people. It's amazing. Dog Welder. You just make whatever you wanted in the comic book industry back in the day. The Hemogoblin. There's the Hemogoblin, and as far as I remember, somebody told me he's like a vampire who gives you AIDS. That's what he does, something like that. And it's like, that's pretty wild, man. That is a pretty wild villain you got there. What is even going on? Although nothing beats Dog Welder, because it's so out of nowhere, right? Like when you go, wait, what? Yeah, I weld dogs to people. Huh? Oh, I love this world. It's full of ridiculousness. Cracking it, you're banned. If you're immortal, is AIDS even a problem? I mean, if you're immortal but always have like, okay, you're immortal, but you've always got a chapped asshole. So every time you move when you sit, your asshole hurts. And you got a rash on your balls that won't stop itching, and it's just spreading out to enjoy your immortality. Immortality doesn't mean free from pain, free from discomfort, free from the endless drudgery of existence. Your mind will erode, not physically, just mentally. Look at how many people break under the strain of normal life. You want immortality? You want to be trapped in a flesh prison that you can never escape while you go crazier and crazier, and literally every pleasure in existence becomes meaningless to you because the hedonistic treadmill that's built into humanity will destroy your pleasure in an attempt to keep you moving forward. And all the mechanisms of your being are designed for a very non-immortal existence, and they would ultimately become your bane and hellish prison. On a long enough timeline, everything in existence sucks. That's it. You'd eventually just become one of those rich people who's like, I hunt people to feel anything. And then it's like, I don't even feel anything from that anymore. Eating people's babies doesn't, it's like going to the Sizzler. Nothing, it's all just generic garbage food. I've tried babies spiced every way. What am I supposed to do now? I've hugged goats. I taught goats to love with technology. There's nothing left for me. But I can't die. And then the earth erodes away, and like the heat death of the universe happens. But somehow, throughout all that, your immortality persists. So now you float in an endless void, entirely insensate. Enjoy that. Enjoy that hellscape. A lot of the box toppers are jank, guys. Let's be real. The box toppers are trashaliciousness. Judge, it won't let you watch the stream, just the chat. Must be because you don't like ads. You don't like ads? How am I supposed to get my bacon money, son? Ryan, I ruined immorality as a concept? Oh no, dude, immorality. I can give you a lot of reasons to get behind that. Immortality, sure. Immorality. There's more fun to be had there. Let's get immoral. When you open the stream, it says it's 2 ads. Well, watch them so I get my. Where's my money? Where's my money, Judge? Give me my money. I'm gonna have him delete the YouTube app off your phone. And if that doesn't work, I'm gonna have you blinded. I'm gonna have somebody sent out with flaming hot pokers, and they're gonna melt your eyeballs straight out of your head. Straight out of your head. Judge, did I say to pay YouTube? I got a PayPal. You can send it to my PayPal. Don't play these games where it's like I ain't giving it to her. Give it to me. Give it to me through PayPal. She didn't have to have it. Combat, you have ice picks? Oh, you're ready to go. You're ready to go, man. Pokeroo. I'm the new Pokeroo. It's like, wait a minute. I thought Pokeroo was a big stuffed animal guy, and it's like, nah, it's a guy with ice picks. He's like, what's up? I'm gonna lobotomize you. Pokeroo is gonna lobotomize you. Charlie, actually no, I don't know the scene about the $2. When I know about like movies and whatever, it's like fuck you, pay me, that kind of shit, you know? Judge, that's a good lineup. That is a good lineup for Magic. I feel you, bro. I feel you on that one. Oh yeah, the bacon smells good. Oh, lordy, 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 that Carly situation's hilarious. I'm sure she's annoyed, but she's also laughing about it. We'll have a good chuckle, and it will become a part of the hassling. It's funny because at first when she told me, I'm like, did I screw up? Did I not get her a bus pass? But it's like, no, she has a bus pass. It just didn't run out. So as soon as I realized that I had like zero responsibility for it and it was just completely a mess up on her side, I'm like, well, I'm gonna solve it for you, but I'm also gonna laugh because I don't have to feel bad. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm just like, here you go. Here you go. You messed it up, but I got your back. It's harmless fun, you know? It's the little things that make up life that you get to tease her about forever, and that's awesome. Andrew, do I still play? I mean, I have a commander deck, but I have not used it in a long time. My Hazon commander deck is off to the side. Actually, buddy I was playing Cube with last night, he's like, man, it's too bad you don't play commander. And I said, I got a commander deck. You know, I never seen you play it. I only took it down for the one event, really. I'm not a huge fan of 4-player Magic, man. It's going to be heresy for a bunch of commander players, but you really got to find the right group. Playing against a bunch of goof bags doing dumb nonsense that, like, makes no sense. I don't like it when other players just feel like random event generators. Where it's like, why are you destroying this? Like, why are you making incredibly suboptimal plays? Well, this guy did something to me 3 games ago, a week ago. And I'm just like, okay, all right. There's a reason I like one-on-one. It's just straight up. We're both just going to try and win the game. That's what we're going to do. We're just both going to try and beat each other. It's not like there's 2 other yokels in there going, hey, I'm going to destroy your thing. And why? We're just trying not to wait about it. He's got a huge advantage. Yeah, I'm going to destroy yours because, I don't know, you got that shirt on today. Okay. I'm not having it. And I'm making a bunch of political deals. I don't give it if you don't give me backdoor, blah, blah, blah. I'll give you 1 card if you come over and chew all the hairs off my taint right now. I'll let Ubeka draw you 1 card if you'll fondle my sack for a minute. We're both on the same side of the table. Put your hand on my pants and I'll help you out in the game. That's what it's going to take, right? Don't mind if it's moist down there. It's an exciting game today. Are you ready to partner up? Are you ready to make political agreements for real? Because this is real politics, which involves favors, son. Like, if you want to win this game of Commander, how much of it can I put in your mouth? Just the tip? Like, how far are we going? How much do you want to win this game of Commander? Hmm? Steve disappeared. Yeah, Pokeroo disappeared him. So yeah, man, I feel like it's really a matter of the group. Kenny, I agree with you there. It's difficult to find one person to play with at any given moment, let alone like three. So I know a bunch of people who like that vibe. I'm probably outside the norm in that regard, but I like one-on-one magic. That's it. Just you and me. One-on-one. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's throw down. It doesn't have to be like super serious. I'm not like, you absolutely need to focus on winning at all costs. Like, I went for some big dumb plays yesterday that were fun. I put out the Chaos Wand. The Chaos Wand is incredible in the cube. If you have a cube, get a Chaos Wand. It's so dumb, man. 4 mana and tap, you just get to flip over cards from the top of the deck to hit an instant or sorcery and play it. And I just happen to have this other sorcery that says, whenever you cast your next instant or sorcery, copy it twice. So I went, oh yeah, I'm going for big air. So I played that spell, boom! And I double checked the wording on the Chaos Wand first to make sure it said cast, and it sure does. So I was like, man, whatever I can cast off the Chaos Wand is gonna be sick. So I flip over, boom, 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 bam, Sabine's Reclamation. You get to reanimate a permanent that costs 3 or less from your graveyard. I'm like, all right, that gets copied twice. I get to get 3 permanents that cost 3 or less from my graveyard. Take a look through my graveyard, and there are 0 permanents that are 3 or less. And I'm like, I spent 8 mana and a card and my Chaos Wand activation to literally whiff into nothing. It did not feel the greatest. It did not feel the greatest. But a lot of the time, the Chaos Wand operations are amazing. And sometimes you can even do it in response to a spell. I'll cast this in response, I'll activate the Chaos Wand, and you can hit a counter spell and use it to counter their stuff. Oh, I love Chaos Wand. It's dumb and awesome. It's cubelicious. Wand of Wonder will fit in a pinch too, but it's more fiddly. It's better if you play multiplayer though. If you ever have a cube where you play multiplayer, get Wand of Wonder. Wand of Wonder is just, it's so good. It's so good. Man, I hate that the chat keeps janking out and I have to keep refreshing it to see it. I can't see all your comments, guys, because it keeps messing up. I mean, I can see them when I refresh, but it's not showing me the flow of chat, which is really annoying. This phone streaming is less than ideal. One day I will have a setup out here where I have like a monitor and stuff and I can see the chat while I'm making breakfast. That'd be dope. That's the goal. Oh, and I have to look at the internet setup and see if that's why last night the stream was janking. Has the stream been stable for you guys? Because it seems like it has been. So I'm presuming that it's all good. I can't wait to eat this bacon. I was thinking about doing Theme Booster opening today, because I've got that Theme Booster, and it's like post-mortem on a failed product, essentially. I think with the Chaos Wand, one of my favorite activations was actually not even in a cube game. It was somebody swung at me, and I settled the Wreckage, him with his own Settle the Wreckage. And considering how much I hate Settle the Wreckage, like having done to me, it just felt so good to be like, yeah, cram it, pal. Cram that Settle the Wreckage. Cram all your creatures, they're gone. It's awesome. An awesome feeling. It's just great to hose somebody with their own nonsense. Oh, you're going to do this awful crap to me, huh? No, I'm doing it to you, buddy. Woo! My hunger is like reached that peak where I'm starting to become uncomfortable because of it. You know, when you're just like, oh, this food needed to be in me a little earlier. Starting to flag, guys. I'm starting to flag a bit. This is a lot earlier than I get up normally too, but hey, that means I'll have more day and I'll just be more tired through it. It's a trade-off. It's only 10? That's crazy. I'm not normally up at 10 in the morning. I like to sleep in. I used to sleep until noon. Now I'm like, maybe getting up around 10:30. Maybe. Come on, phone. Stop being a dick. Let me see the chat. It's so annoying. Like, it's just refusing to show any of it. It just goes, yeah, here you go. And it's like, will you continue? Will you show me it as it's fucking ongoing, please? All these limitations on technology are not pleasing. Oh, breakfast is almost ready. The cavalry is coming. So yeah, I've got that vampire theme deck, and not theme deck, I should say, theme booster. And I imagine it's going to be just awful. Just awful, because the theme boosters are a failed idea. Firevine, you end up feeling like death if you sleep in too late? Oh, that's an interesting one. I haven't encountered that one yet. Oh, now the chat is showing. That's good. Okay, cool. Judge, you finally get to see me through a browser. You made it. You did it. Come on, Bacon. Come on now. Kenny, you don't like infinite combos? I do. The idea of infinite combos is amazing. You've got planeswalkers who travel the multiverse looking for powerful objects and crazy creatures from all kinds of different planes of existence. And it's just like, hey, guess what? I found this magical gauntlet on this one world. And over here, I found this ancient gnome artificer. And then when I use this specific enchantment on this gauntlet, and I use the powers that this artificer gnome has, and I bring them together, it literally gives me an endless font of power. Why would you not want something like that? That's how you go ahead and set up planes. Like, how do you think Nicol Bolas pulls off stuff like Amonkhet? I tap 3 lands to cast whatever. Come on, man. Come on. Infinite power is a very desirable and logical thing to look for as a crazy, powerful, godlike planeswalker being. Just because you don't have the imagination to turn it into something better and just go, I do a lovely buildy. I guess the rest of the game feels really adult to you, right? Look, man, when you say I do infinite damage to me, like, this is a serious game where tell me you're attacking me for 6 with a dragon and a goat, okay? Okay? Or tell me you're setting me on fire with magic. Don't tell me unserious nonsense like infinite. I only like set numbers. If you tell me that you do 2 billion damage to me, that's adult. But if you tell me you do infinite damage to me, that's childish. That's what you're saying. That's how that comes across to me, bro. What's the difference? Don't say infinite to me, okay? 10 billion. Ah, thank you. Back to my adult game and my adult life. Come on, man. Come the fuck on. Who are you kidding with your ridiculousness? Everybody's ridiculous with their ridiculousness. I got these little quibbles and quabbles and gwibbles and gwobbles, you know? Kraken used to ask him if they want to scoop. There you go. It feels better to be hit by infinite. Well, you know what? We all have our own little particularities. And you know what? Knowing that would make me, every time we played, I would just be as nebulous as I could. I'd be like, I'm going to do an amount of damage to you that is significant enough for you to lose the game, but also at the same time undefined. I do a literally undefined amount of damage to you. And I'm never actually going to let this resolve either. So we're just going to sit here while I am currently doing an undefined amount of damage to you. I'm drawing an undefined amount of mana. You can't do the rule. I'm doing it. Right now, while we play this game at this table, I am doing an undefined, an intangible, undefined amount of damage to you. You lose. You lose. But you don't know the amount you lost by. Die! Die with obscure, lacking knowledge about your own death. That is some OCD level shit right there. Don't tell me I died to infinite damage. You can't fathom. Yeah, you can't fathom the damage. I do 18 stone and a hogshead worth of damage to you. Don't say infinite. Say a set amount. Otherwise, this is just absurd. 1 trillion's okay, but not some amount. That's funny to me. You're ridiculous. Whoever told me that eggshells can be used to pick up eggshells lied to me or did not explain the technique, because I tried it and I just felt like an idiot. They were like, you can use the shell and it'll just kind of draw the shell piece back up. You just bring it, and I did. I'm just like, this isn't working, and I feel like a dumb. Okay, what? Never mind. They probably meant something different, didn't explain it right, and I'm doing what they said, and I feel stupid. I felt infinitely stupid. I couldn't actually define the amount of stupidity in a quantifiable number. You know? I felt infinitely foolish, which in itself is foolish, because you should always firmly define everything numerically. Otherwise, it's just silly, right? The idea of infinity is stupid, and it makes me angry. I'm angry about it. Ow! Ow! Set numbers! Set numbers! Define it! I need my reality defined! Nebulosity is not okay. It's not even a word! Oh, there you go. Listen to some nice soothing ASMR sizzle. It's like peaceful rainfall, but it's in the bacon fat. I could listen to it for infinite minutes. Too much grease on my hands. All right. Now comes the crucial flipping out time. Could Bolas find out about himself from a time-traveling Teferi during the event of the Brothers' War? I mean, anybody could find out about anybody. Yeah, but I mean, if you think that's going to be a part of anything, you have smoked like all of the crack in the universe, right? Just so you're aware. There's no fucking way on this planet that in the midst of them having this big Phyrexian tug-off session, that they're going to throw fucking Nicol Bolas. Everyone's like, hey man, what if they bring in Nicol Bolas and Emrakul and the Slivers? Slow your rolls, guys. I know you want everything, but here, you can't have infinite everything. You can only have one set thing. Because if you try and have everything, people like Kenny are gonna get mad. So no, you can't have Nicol Bolas, because we can only have a set amount of threats. And that set amount of threats is the Phyrexians, okay? So you can't have Emrakul, and you can't have your Slivers, and you can't have Nicol Bolas. Oh, and a reference point in the future, that's adorable. You think that what happened in Magic's past is going to be referenced in the future, when they just completely ignore the past of the game to make up whatever's going on now, where Karn's sitting there going, oh no, there's a third mandible warm weapon, and he used to scrub brush me, or as he used to take the brush to me, and I go, oh god, I remember when he used to do this, and he used to force me to go and kill people, and I will never be a weapon again! And it's like, that literally didn't fucking happen. They're just changing the past completely. They're erasing the fact that Urza acknowledged Karn as a sentient being and the whole setup between them and everything, man. So if you fucking think somehow that Teferi Nicol Bowl is like, you're in dreamland, man. Get out of here. Get out of here with your bullshit. Yeah, don't expect Nicol Bolas back anytime soon. Nicol Bolas is in the holding zone the same way Emrakul is. They're both waiting to come back because Wizards doesn't have the ability to make any real new compelling villains. You know that, right? Why do you think they have to keep using the previous ones? I guess I shouldn't say they can't make new villains. They refuse to. Nicol Bolas, what he did on Amonkhet could have immediately established a new Planeswalker as a genuine massive threat. An impressive individual, but they don't want to do the work. Their attempt to make new villains now is crap like Luca. Oh, why is nobody running in going, when are we doing something with Luca? When is Luca coming back? Where's Luca? Oh, do you think this might lead to Luca? Wizards isn't willing to write depth into their characters. It takes time and money. And also, every little bit of depth you add to their characters is something for people to cry about on Twitter. So, Wizards just makes empty cardboard cutouts for their characters now. Wizards sucks at making new characters. Who's the newest creation? Who's the newest creation as a Planeswalker? Oh, it's that disappointing sack of crap from Kamigawa, isn't it? Saito or Kaito or whatever, powerless guy with a fucking metal raccoon or something? Guy who had to be rescued by Wanderer and ultimately is just a waste of time, does nothing. Oh, it's a showdown with Tamio. Yeah, like he's gonna do anything to Tamio. Kaito Shizuki. Okay, yeah, he's garbage, man. What a garbo born Planeswalker. There's nothing interesting about him. They don't really make compelling characters anymore. I have to just use ones they've previously made. Keep trotting them out. What up, Trigon? But who knows, maybe we'll move into a new renaissance of better storytelling. I found Kaito to be completely forgettable. Nothing exciting about him. Probably one of the more interesting Planeswalkers in recent time would be Angrath. We don't even have that much about him, but I don't know. I'm at least mildly curious about him. Oh, this is good. This is good. It's gonna be a good day. I ain't trying on no problem. Glad you enjoy the videos, buddy. Get in there, it's too hot. ad cracking, that's way too far for Wizards. They're not going to set up like full-on publishers and stuff. They don't even think it's worth it to make books. And the truth is, they're right. It's not worth it for Wizards of the Coast to produce books. It isn't. They need to meet in the middle and do the Throne of Eldraine style stuff, where you have a half-decent, like, it's bigger than a short story. It's not a full-on novel, and you don't worry about making physical copies of it. That's it. It's digitally available for a few bucks, but it's deep enough that you get a full-on story that fleshes out a bunch of stuff and features a bunch of characters from the actual cards and stuff. Throne of Eldraine is the sweet spot. That's where they need to be. So, like, getting into print and books right now is a terrible idea in the first place, right? Like, we're moving in more and more to the digital era where it's like physical books are not a growth industry. Let's be very clear about that. I'm a book lover, and I have to be honest that I read far fewer actual books. I still want to have the physicals, but I read far fewer books. And as time progresses, that's going to be more and more the case. There's not going to be more people all of a sudden clamoring for books. So books, not a smart place to be looking for a bunch of money. So Wizards of the Coast paying a good author to write a good story and making a full-on novel, that is literally setting money on fire. It's corporate idiocy. It's genuinely irresponsible. From the perspective of Wizards of the Coast corporate, it is irresponsible to do that. From the perspective of somebody who loves Magic lore and wants more of it, obviously, I would love the novels, but I have come to see the truth. And the truth is that most Magic players care very little about the Magic lore and only care about a little bit of the lore that connects to like the cards they play. So you can't extract enough money from the books to justify the cost of making the books. There's not enough demand for them. That's it. It's coming from somebody who loves lore and wants it. I'm not going to lie and pretend like there are enough people who would buy Magic lore novels. There aren't. There aren't. Like, it's, we know this. Wizards literally tried to sell novels. They tried multiple times individually, and it flopped every time because people won't buy them. And it's just every time it fails, and it will continue to. So they're not going back down that road again. So the sweet spot is the stories that are just digitally available, but bigger than what we've been getting. What we've been getting is all right, you know, the 5 little articles or whatever. It's not too shabby, but we need something much larger than that because there's just too much left out. So I don't know if we'll see a return to longer stories, but in my opinion, that's where you get the best merging of, you can provide a story that adds value to what you're doing. You can sell the digital copies, so you'll make a couple of bucks, so you're going to end up being profitable or whatever. And you end up adding more depth to the world that can be drawn on later, right? Because all this story building, you can go back to it and build onto it. So in a way, you're creating stuff for your own future as well. Yeah, I'm curious to see what Wizards is going to do to try and Goose Brothers War sales as well. How about add a code to download the story into Fat Packs? You know what? That's an interesting idea. I don't know how many people that will be of interest to, but it is a value add that doesn't scale in terms of cost, right? Like, it's something you can add to the bundle that increases the value of the bundle, but at the same time, anything else you add to the bundle is physical. So, you know what, if you're adding, like, let's say, we're going to increase the size of the 20-sided die, now it's bigger. Well, that means across every one that you make, you have to pay that increased cost. But if you have the digital code, then there is an increased cost in a way, but I mean, it really is just taking one of the inserts that's in there and just changing what's printed on it. So it's not really a cost aside from the initial, like, cost to have the story written and then the code set up to, like, give the codes out. But other than that, it will be a pretty cheap way. Firevine, I mean, I'll put it to you this way, bro. I don't have a problem with getting more details. I love getting more details because they flesh out the character. So I don't think the issue is the details that you like. I don't think the fact that they're giving you details is the issue. It's the fact that they're giving you details that don't feel like they add anything meaningful. So you're telling me stuff, but at the same time, you're telling me nothing, right? And that is really where it just goes wild. What if you're gonna, like, you only have a little bit of time to talk to me about Magic in the first place with whatever you're gonna do, because you're not gonna spend a lot of time on it. So tell me something meaningful. Tell me something interesting about these characters. Something more than just a little, like, dating blurb, right? It's like, what's Solkanar all about? He likes cats. What? Yep, he likes cats, bro. Yeah, he goes on Instagram. What? Wow, that was a good breakfast. All right, thanks for coming and hanging out, my friends. It's time for me to bounce. I got other stuff to do, but I will be back. At the very least, I'll be streaming tonight. But who knows? Carly's out today. I may find that I want to stream this afternoon too, or make a video. Anyhow, I'm heading out for now. Have a good one. See you later.